Well, hello, Sagittarius gang. This is reading for you for February predictions. We're going to cover a variety of areas for all of you who have Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placement. If you don't know that info, most of you know this, but for those of you who don't, I have a link in my description box of how to get a free birth chart so that you can watch all of your zodiac sign placements when you watch me and other tarot readers, okay? So in this reading, we are going to be more future focused. We're going to rely on the current energies to give us some guidance and predictions of what we may need to know going into the month of February, okay? We're going to delve into romance and love. We're going to do several areas. I'm going to start out this one doing the Sagittarius singles, okay? Let's see, Sagittarius singles, what you may need to know going into February. What may be coming in, red lights, caution lights, green lights, advice, and that sort of thing. Sometimes you have multiple options that we discuss as well. We're just going to see what the cards have to say today to you, Sagittarius singles, okay? One more, we'll do it, okay? All right, Sagittarius. So, all right. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I think several of you I think for the majority of you, you have a couple of options maybe, okay? One is somebody who tends to refuse to take responsibility for their role in their past debacles and probably hasn't worked through some stuff, okay? Knight of Cups, but in reverse. Maybe emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature as well, okay? But to do this would be to pursue this would be fighting a losing battle. 10 of Wands in the reverse, okay? Many times has to do with you may be needing to do a little energy work to make sure that your vision clears, okay? You're reminded with the Seven of Pentacles that this is all about the marathon mentality and not a sprint, okay? This is a card of divine timing, of not being able to, not being afraid to look at the long range and understand that every day steady and slow and steady is going to be the win in this race, okay? For what it's worth, the signs that we have on the board, we have water, earth, and fire. So that's 9 of the 12 zodiac signs. Maybe not important, maybe yes. But okay, somebody is, you know, again, neglecting themselves. I think it may be you, Saggy. I mean, kind of like you're kind of in denial about something. Queen of Swords in the reverse, and that was the other 3 zodiac signs. That was air energy. For what it's worth, okay? But yeah. 10 of Swords in the upright. You're really overly focused on a heartbreak from the past. It's coming through loud and clear. I think some of you are still kind of feeling heartbroken, okay? Focused on a loss. 10 of Swords, boom. Yeah, that's just a tragic loss, and it is in your energy. So you are reminded to trust the process. Go ahead and do not hesitate to take the steps to do this thing in a high vibrational way, to avoid, you know, another one of these, okay, because that's what this is about, okay? 10 of Swords, tragic loss, okay? Don't be in denial of what you need to do. I think a lot of you really are getting a huge red flag here that if you don't do this, you're going to attract somebody who is similar energetically to you, and it's probably going to end up like this, okay? So save yourself a heartbreak if you choose. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what this is slated for. You have the power to change that energetically, okay? I talk about that all through a lot of my playlist on my channel, okay? So I won't go into all the ways that you can raise your vibration, do the shadow work, the energy work, and the soul work, and the meditation, but it's out there for you if you so choose to avail yourself of that information. All right, Saggies, let's switch over to career. Get some observations and advice for you, what you need to know going into February, Saggy, career-wise. This is however you earn your coins, okay? How's your money looking? Let's take a look, all right? What do you need to know? Well, you may be dealing with a Cancer, okay? You have the Chariot card. You have the Two of Wands, okay, in the reverse. Here's the thing. The Two of which you have fire energy and Cancer specifically for what it's worth, okay? Fire being Aries, Leo, and of course, Sagittarius. So, okay, but for what it's worth, many of you are going to feel very confused about something, okay? And you're going to get really stuck in the decision-making process. This Two of Wands reverse certainly speaks to that, okay? The Chariot tells you to step forward, okay? That you have the abilities that you need to succeed. The Chariot card, that's, you know, one of the two major arcanas, and we're going to talk about the third one in a minute that came up in this reading, okay? Don't allow yourself to be caught in confusion and in limbo about a decision that you need to make, okay? What is the advice of this card? Go inside, okay? Sometimes you need to make a change. Sometimes it's a change in mindset, okay? So keep that in mind, okay? I'm not telling anybody to go out there and quit their job, but for some of you, you kind of do need to make a step. And some of you are looking at something at a distance, okay? Or maybe you feel like it's far-fetched. I don't know why that just came to me. It never hardly ever does when I get the Chariot card, but it did, so there it is. But understand, you have the ability to see this thing through. The Chariot card, you know, that's a warrior and a winner, okay? That's somebody who fights a battle and comes out on top. Boom, okay? And if that's not enough, it's going to lead you to a lot of happiness because your other major arcana, which the majors are more important in a reading than the minors. The minors are important too. That has to do with like your more of like your everyday underlying things. But the majors are the major influences. So the major thing is the focus on your ability, okay? And the World card, overall happiness, completion, success, okay? Being ready for the next phase in your career journey, okay? Boom. Ace of Cups, okay? A lot of you got an opportunity coming in, okay? This speaks to reliance on the self, too, for what it's worth, okay? Some of you may be looking at self-employment. I don't know, but you know what? I see it as a big fat green light with this Chariot card coming out in the upright. I really do. Boom, what it's worth. And the World card, okay? So, you know, the Two of Wands, the advice is trust your ability to make a good decision, okay? Trust your intuition. You know, if you're not doing regular meditation and energy work, it is sometimes, or it is always, hard to discern the voice of intuition from ego and, you know, all the cloudiness that we have in our heads. But if you are regularly doing the energy work, you will be able to make a wise and intuitive decision. And keep this in mind, Sagittarius. Following your intuition many times does not make sense on paper. But, you know, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, you look back at the decisions that you did make following your intuition, and you're like, yes, that was exactly what I needed to do. And then we kind of kick ourselves in the pants when we go, God, I knew better. You know, well, there you go. That's not just with careers, with everything. All right, so with that being said, Sagittarius, those of you who are dealing with someone romantically, you are involved. What is coming in the month of February for my Saggy friends? What is coming for the month of February? Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Sagittarius. All right. Let's take a look for my Saggy friends. Well. Okay, so, all right, you have Aquarius energy. Sorry, my dog is coughing. I know you probably heard that. You have Aquarius energy for what it's worth, and then water, which of course is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe not, but here's what's important. All right, there are a lot of positives. There are more positives to this thing than negatives, okay? Now, okay, the star in the reverse, okay? It's almost like you've lost your optimism about this thing, okay? Don't be pessimistic, all right? the Star card is all about, it's a card of healing when it's in the upright. In the reverse, it talks about not seeing your own value and your own beauty, okay, and what you bring to the table. I don't know if that's you or your person, or maybe you just guys kind of have, kind of feeling a little bit ambivalent, apathetic about the relationship. But I'm here to tell you this, there is a lot of emotion here, okay? 9 of Cups and Ace of Cups in the upright, okay? So this thing has a lot of potential, okay? Ace of Cups can certainly speak to a renewing, and 9 of Cups is all about, it's the wish card. It is all about emotional and material fulfillment. Both of those cards speak to, a very healthy, energetic place, because it's all about knowing that those things come from inside you, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not. So you guys are going to step into some maturity and have a higher vision about this thing. King of Pentacles, okay? And it may speak to financial abundance as well. Take it for what it, take it as it resonates. The King of Pentacles is a very savvy person, grounded and stable is what I see for the long term, at least for February, or let's just say it that way, where your energies are right now going into February. 6 of Pentacles, a lot of give and take and sharing, okay? Boom. Abundance, again, possibly financial for most of you or for a lot of you, okay? And it may be that you work with this person. That may be why we're getting Pentacles. Pentacles can also speak to the need for patience, okay? And trusting divine timing many times. Okay, I'm just going to throw that out there. You don't have those specific cards, but I always give that caveat when Pentacles comes out heavy. Yeah. Okay, and this is all about going inside to find the answers. The 4 of Swords, okay? Needing to go inside and do soul work, okay? That's going to, and it's both people that, you both have to do that. Otherwise, energetically, one person raises their vibration, the other one doesn't, and then you guys will repel. Okay, I don't see that happening. But, if you've had some conflict, it's all about taking some time out and doing some healing work from that, and then coming out right here, boom, and here. Okay, and then here, 9 of Cups. Boom, there it is. So I think this thing has a lot of potential. I'm just going to say that, a lot of potential, okay, and long term, okay? I'm going to say that. Now, anything can go by the wayside if we get complacent about, neglecting ourselves, neglecting our spirituality, self-care, that sort of thing, right? And spirituality has to be done in solitude, right? So, the best of relationships, it ebbs and flows. It has, challenges sometimes. It's all about how the parties involved approach those situations. With that being said, Sagittarius, let's look at your past person real quick. Let's get a peek at their energy. We are also at the end of this going to do an overall energy reading for all Saggies, so hang tight. But let's take a look at your past person. Maybe they've reached out, maybe you are thinking of it, or just thinking of them. Kind of curious. Let's take a look at the past person. Let's take a look at the past person. Well, Saggy, I think you really want to see a new start with this thing. Let's just call it like it is. You got the Ace of Wands here. Okay, could speak to pregnancy. So if you mess around with this person, you have been forewarned, okay? Queen of Swords in the reverse and the 2 of Swords upright. Neither of those are good cards to have in that way. Okay, Queen of Swords is all about neglecting yourself for a person, probably, and fear of speaking your truth, not having set proper boundaries, okay, and taking care of yourself and denying yourself and denying your own feelings, okay. And 2 of Swords, all about stalemates and roadblocks, separation many times, okay, mixed signals and conflict and conflicting opinions, just disagreements. So I really would say that this is, 9 of Wands in the reverse. This is a losing battle. That's exactly what that speaks to. I pulled that to clarify that Ace of Wands and your desire to see this thing take off. And the answer was the 9 of Wands reversed. Yes, that is your desire, but to do so would be fighting a losing battle. Now, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you the other piece of advice that comes when that Nine of Swords is in the reverse is to question why you really want to go down this path. Boom. I mean, the cards are what they are. I can't, I'm not going to paint a picture different than what they are. I'm not that reader to sit here and tell everybody your ex is heading back. And if you've watched me for any length of time, you know that. If I tell you that, it's because the cards say that. It's real simple. I'm not going to argue with the cards. I will not argue with my spirit guides. I know better. And we'll just leave it at that. Okay. So, to do so would be very disrespectful. Okay. And I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it. Okay, so a lot of you need to pick up some optimistic outlooks and have some faith in your dreams, okay? So for what it's worth, and then, trust the divine in this. Trust the divine timing in things, okay? Have patience with yourself, okay? Some of you need to ramp up on your energy work, and adjustments are required, okay? Let's get a general reading for all my Saggies. I said that and then didn't do it. So let's get a general reading for you real quick, all my Saggies. And if you haven't already done so, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Hit me up for a personal reading if you want to delve into anything with specifics, okay? I know I can't hit every Saggy in a general reading like this, but we try, right? We try. Okay, so with that being said, Saggies, let's just get some overall observations and advice that you may need to know going into February. Okay, I got them already. All right, first of all, go to your spirit guides, divine guidance, okay? Spirituality. Do not neglect your spirituality. Do the self-work. This is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You also have air and earth, but Taurus specifically, okay? Increase your knowledge too, some of you. And it may be in areas of work, it may be spirituality, just relationship readiness, and, trying to kind of make sense of any heartbreaks, because why? Some of you are overly focused on heartbreak, okay? And you're really, really still hurting from this thing. We got this, okay? And, lay low for a while. Keep your heart safe. Okay, take a break from romance if this is you, and trust the process. Assess the damage, and then take time to make the needed repairs to your heart. Okay, and sometimes that takes time. I can't tell you how long. It depends on the nature of the connection you're healing from. It depends on your skill level as an energy worker. It depends on a lot of things, okay? So, and of course, your willingness to step forward and actually kind of energetically release this, which is hard, okay? I get it. It is. I have been there, and it's tough, okay? I got some videos that will help you, though. All right, see your value, Queen of Pentacles, okay? Don't worry about other people's opinions. And again, trust the process. Do not fight this thing, okay? Just flow. Express your truth. Don't be afraid to. We certainly got, for some of you that in part of this reading, we got, that Queen of Swords in the reverse, fear of speaking the truth. Do not do that. Proceed with your passion, and you will attract what you are supposed to have, okay? You're not looking for love. You are love, okay? And somebody asked me one time, and this is in my quotes, you probably have heard me say this, Saggies, are you looking for love? I said, no, I'm prepared to love. Big difference, okay? And I have all the love I need anyway, right? Anything else would just be like, what? Gravy, right? So, quote for you real quick, and I hope you guys will like and comment below, and certainly hit me up for a personal reading, right? And subscribe, of course. Outside of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. Inside your comfort zone, that's toxic. Why? That's stagnation. But outside your comfort zone is a little bit uncomfortable, right? That's where growth happens. That's where you learn things. And talking about trusting the process, going with the flow, let go or be dragged. Beautiful Zen proverb, very telling. And if there are enough red flags to sow a dress, maybe you should pay attention to those red flags. So with that being said, Saggies, much love, healing, and blessings to all of you guys. And I will talk to you all again very soon.